All right, event pros, IAEE Expo Expo is right around the corner, and I'm gearing up for a great show. As a reminder, I'm Megan Martin, the host of Event About It podcast. And before I arrive on site, I thought I would share how I'm preparing, what I'm focusing on, and the sessions and exhibitors that I'm looking forward to connecting with. So, first, a couple of caveats. There is an entire track and stage dedicated to sustainability. You're not going to see any of those sessions on my list today, not because I don't care. It's just not a focus area or an extremely passionate area for me. But there's a ton of sessions. So if you're interested in those, please go check them out. There's no one better leading those conversations than Sydney Ray. So go see them. You're not going to find them on this list, though. I also want to point out that the app and the website were a little bit tricky and definitely have room for improvement. You'll see here that the filters and the community groups, they don't really hit the mark for me, and I still had to scroll and go through every single session, which was a little bit annoying. So I would have loved to see filters and community groups by job title, maybe role, marketers versus operations, what I'm trying to learn from or gain from the event, like networking or searching for X type of product that recommend me exhibitors that I should be meeting with. So I found it a little bit tricky, room for improvement there. Also, the recommendation engines don't really make any sense to me. I'm sure there's a madness behind the recommendations, but they honestly didn't make sense to me. So here's an example. My session that we're going to get into is all about AI powered post event reporting. And these were the sessions that it recommended with that topic. They seem sort of random and not helpful. All seem like great sessions, but not necessarily in the same realm. Didn't really get it. Now, something that I am very excited about is that all the activations and sessions, including the general session, are all focused around the exhibit hall floor. Now, given this is the show for shows, I love that they're focusing and just continuously driving people to the expo, which I think is really great and something new for them. So I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. Let's get into a couple of sessions starting on Tuesday, December the 9th. The first three sessions I'm interested in are actually all at the exact same time. So I'm hoping there's session recordings and summaries on these so that I can catch whichever one I can't go to. First up, we've got from informative to transformation, designing data-driven high-impact trade show education, Elizabeth George, Christine Tai, two incredible content education event people. Going to learn a lot. Elizabeth is just incredible. I've done some webinars and things with her in the past. Just so smart. Great session to look forward to. Next up, the experience generation, how Gen Z is shaping the future of trade shows. Tracy King put this session together. She is an incredible visionary and one of the only sessions talking about the next generation. So super excited to see what they have to say there. And last up in that same concurrent block is More Than Money, Rethinking Sponsorships to Drive Value and Engagement. Kara Dow is doing a ton of work in this area, so I think she's going to have a lot of great insights on sort of rethinking and re-engaging with those sponsors. There's a ton of sessions about AI on the agenda. I think more than 50% of them have some kind of AI component to them. So a couple that have me excited. Of course, we've got to look at Dahlia. She always does a great program, whatever topic she's speaking on. So I'm sure AI that wows beyond digital duct tape is sure to be no different than that. I'm probably not going to be able to make this one, but I wanted to highlight it because I'm super excited about it. And that's the behind the scenes tour with Grit and IAEE. Grit's the production company. Everyone loves the behind the scenes, especially event pros. So excited to see that. Hopefully I can make it. Next up, these are some powerhouse names, and we know a unified team is a better team. So excited to hear this conversation, aligning leadership and sales, C-suite strategy for event revenue. I mean, this lineup is just incredible, so I'm sure it's going to be a great conversation. This next one that we're going to see a lot of coming up in 2026 and beyond, and quite frankly, I'm very excited about it. I think chatbots have a lot of room in the various cycles of events. So 5 steps to launching an AI chatbot for your event. It's just going to be great. I already know there's a ton of use cases for chatbots. And of course, next up, Jay Schwedelson, can never go wrong. Always fun, always engaging, always walking away with great content. So, new attendee acquisition that actually works. Love to see Jay getting into more of the events as well. To round out the day, we've got our good friend Anka learning how to build an AI automation. Was a game changer in workflows for me personally. Anka's super knowledgeable in this space, and you're going to definitely walk away smarter from this. So go see Anka, Beyond the Hype, AI augmentation and automation for smarter event planning. I think we're starting to move beyond the hypothetical AI and actually application. So this is a can't miss session if you're wanting to get deeper into how AI automation can streamline that workflow. No one better than Anka. So moving on to Wednesday, December 10th. First up, of course, we got to plug my session. So I'm going to be chatting with two of the smartest event marketers that I've probably ever chatted with, Erin Lee from AdvaMed and Elaine Richardson from National Black MBA Association. Some of the stuff these two ladies are working on is just simply incredible, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. We've been working on the session for quite a bit, and we're going to dig into moving from reporting to analysis, the importance of unified event data and how that streamlines into intelligence, and most importantly, delivering the right report and the right information to the right people. One size does not fit all there. And then, of course, wrapping all of that with how to leverage AI to take reporting and analysis from weeks to days. So getting faster at all of that. So come see us on Wednesday morning. And this one is at the same time as my session, so obviously can't be there, but wanted to highlight Tommy Goodwin. His session is Exhibitions and Events in a Politics First World. Tommy works in the space with the Exhibitions and Conferences Alliance, always informed and knows what's going on from an advocacy and government standpoint. So definitely go check that out. The executive program experience is a track that wasn't really filterable, but I found it interesting that all those sessions are on the same day. So interesting choice there. I don't think it's the wrong one, but I found that intriguing. And of course, we've got another great session from Jay Schwedelson, Do This, Not That, which is actually the name of his podcast. I think it's like the #1 marketing podcast or something out there. I've seen similar talks of his before. It's a can't miss. You're going to walk away with so many great things. And as you know, I love human science, social science, total nerd, and intrigued by all the things that come out of that. So, this next session I'm really excited about. Jessica has a PhD, so I'm sure there'll be tons of science involved here, which is the science behind the experience, research driven strategies to maximize attendee engagement. We know experience and engagement is all the rage and what people are looking for when they're coming to programs. So excited to see what Jessica has to tell us and how to improve in that area. I think that partnerships are underutilized in this industry. So hopefully this is a well-attended session and we can do more together in 2026. We all play in the same sandbox. So I think there's a lot of opportunity in the partnership realm in the events world. So we're going to hear from Jennifer Collins, the power of partnership and events. You can guarantee I'll be there. And last session I've got here is another one from Jessica. She's at High Point University, Design Thinking for Trade Shows Impact, Tools to Rethink Strategy and Spark Engagement. I just think she's going to bring a wealth of data and information. So excited to check that out. A couple other things beyond sessions that have me excited for the show. I hope these are not half-baked activations as we've seen at other industry events. So we'll see where they go. But either way, I'm very excited for the Headshot Lounge and the Wellness Lounge. And beyond the sessions and the activations, at the end of the day, there is an expo component, and I am very excited to walk the entire show floor, bring you guys some content from the floor. But I went through the list and have a short list of exhibitors that I'm excited to meet with and see what else is coming into the industry. So first up, of course, we've gone to see all of our friends. So we've got Bear Analytics, booth 642, Session Board, booth 1618, Gather Voices, booth 1041. These guys are moving tech forward using AI in really creative ways. So if you're looking for somewhere to start, those three are great recommendations. And then, of course, we've got our friends at Shepherd, booth 1533. They always do something really cool and some kind of a cool build out. So excited to see what they bring to the show this year. A couple pieces of tech that I haven't seen in a minute, but have been expanding over the last year or so, and I'm intrigued to see what they've built since the last time I looked at it and where they're going. First up, Backtrack, booth 1406. Really excited to see this is some really cool tech for exhibitors out there and sales folks. So excited to see where they're taking their tech into 26. Now, Zoho Corporate. I have seen them popping up at quite a few event shows lately. I'm super intrigued to learn more about why they're starting to get into the event space and what exactly they're offering. So, we're going to be checking out Zoho Corporate. Also have Captello. I'm a super fan of their lead capture system. Always been super impressed with what they're doing. They're making it even better every day. But they also have a new meeting booking tool that's coming out or may already be out. So excited to learn more and see what's going on there. And recently, I got a sneak peek of Show Cycle and thought it was super cool. Something that I'm seeing more and more in this space is tech being built on top of existing tech like HubSpot and Salesforce that you're using every day. Well, I'm really excited to see what Show Cycle has to offer in their booth and learn a little bit more about there because I think that's a trend that's not going to go away. I think we're going to see more of that type of tech build in the future. And last but not least, Nth Degree. They work with some of the most innovative companies, and I'm really excited to see what they bring to the show and what they're seeing in the marketplace moving forward. They do some really large events and then also work in experiential marketing. So I think they're going to have a ton to offer. Now, those are the exhibitors, and of course, would not be an event industry conference or a conference in general without some social events as well. So, here's where I'm going to be spending some of my evenings. So, first up on Monday, we start always with chapter receptions, which I love. Get to connect with your local community in a smaller setting, which is great. Excited to see my friends over at Rocky Mountain chapter. And then we go straight into the opening reception. Now, I love a theme, don't get me wrong. It's one of the greatest things for an introvert, or maybe just this introvert. But it kind of level sets the experience and gives a really easy way to start conversation and network. But if you're going to have a unique theme, like this one is cool, cowboy cool, give me an actual Pinterest board of inspiration, not search terms or what I should be looking for. Curate a Pinterest board for me and send it out in your know before you go. I don't want to be second guessing that I totally missed the mark on your very unique theme. So if you're going to do it, just send me a Pinterest board of ideas. And then those are obviously the Expo events that are going on the second evening. It's mostly free for others to have events. So, of course, we have a number of ancillary events going on. I've got all kinds of meetings booked outside of the show floor, in addition to meetings happening at the actual event. But a couple of side ancillary programs that you can find me at, Session Board and MCI, and a few other folks that I'm forgetting in the moment, are hosting an event recommended to wear white, which is interesting because the next event after that I'll be attending is Shepherd's Blue Party. So we've got a white outfit and a blue outfit all in one night. Sounds very winter wonderlandish, so we're going to have to see how we pull that together. And my absolute number one favorite ancillary event that I will be at every year, every event that I can, is the Women in Exhibitions. It's such an incredible meetup of women that work in the expo space, and it's always a one I look forward to going to. Those are some of the events you can find me at. And of course, throughout the show, I'll be taking meetings and conducting business, holding all kinds of meetings throughout the event and week going on. And of course, personally, I'm doing the standard Event Pro warm up and preparing my introverted self to be extremely extroverted for a few days. And of course, we're going to have comfortable shoes, backup chargers, snacks, hydration, AirPods are all already in the bag. A couple of outfit options because we've got some themes going on, so we need all the options possible. And honestly, just mentally preparing for the marathon that is trade show floor and all that comes with it. So that's what I'm prepping for and excited about for Expo Expo. I'm going to be doing all kinds of content from the event throughout the week. So be sure to follow me on Instagram at M2Dynamics. That's where we're going to be posting insights, discoveries, and all the standout moments and probably some outfits of the day. And you're going to get all the behind the scenes content there. So here's the QR code. Be sure to give us a follow and you can find all the behind the scenes content there. And of course, I'm looking forward to a week of learning, exploring, and connecting. with all the people that are shaping the future of trade shows. It's a great time for me to connect with new friends and old friends and see all the people that I only get to see a handful of times a year. And it's always a good day when we can bring our entire ecosystem together, planners, tech partners, other partners, innovators under one roof, as we start planning for the future of trade shows and preparing ourselves today for tomorrow. If there was a session, exhibitor, or any events going on that I should know about or you think I should have on my radar, please send them to me. Comment, DM, email, you know where to find me. Send a pigeon messenger to drop it off. I want to know about it, and I want to dive in and have the best experience possible during my time at Expo Expo. So you guys know where to find me. Look forward to seeing you very soon at IAEE's Expo Expo.